application in the game and our concentration was good, and we stuck to plan that was put in place, and we got our rewards for it.
I don't know, games like that at half time, you're going in, you start to 4-0 up.
Yeah.
They could easily drop off, but they didn't do that, did they?
No, because they've got standards, you see, and we always knew that Widnes would come out at half time slightly different and have a little bit more purpose about them, because you don't want to be going in at that scoreline, and I can imagine what it would have been like in there. And we always knew that they'd come out and give us another challenge, so we had to start well and keep doing what we were doing and stick to our plan and stick to our structures and keep working hard, and that's what we did.
But this week it's going to be a completely different challenge, isn't it, against Warrington?
Yeah, all our 3 rounds so far have been challenging for different reasons. We've obviously round 1 against Wigan was challenging. We've come home in front of a good crowd at home, and played Widnes, which is a different challenge again. And then we've got the team that basically swept all before it in rounds 1 to 27 last year, and they'll have some unfinished business from what they're doing. They want to look and start building momentum, because they've had a good start to the season as well.
And obviously Huddersfield and Warrington have built up quite a nice little rivalry between each other, haven't you, in previous seasons?
Yeah. Played a fair amount of important games against each other, haven't we? And whether it's been Super League rounds or playoff football, for us as well, it shows that we're doing something good, because we know how good a club and a team that Warrington are, and they're playing the big games, and if we're playing in playoffs against
So where were we about the big games between you two?
Yeah, you know, if you're playing playoff games and things like that, and Challenge Cup games against them, you must have gone far in the competition, and we want to keep playing them big games, and we aspire to be where they are, and that's in the top 1 or 2 teams in this country.
I know some people might talk about revenge for last year in the playoffs, but that's gone now. You can't. It wouldn't be revenge anyway, but obviously it's something you want to forget, isn't it? Last year.
Oh, from the playoffs, yeah, we're a different team. We've got different personnel. There's been a fair amount of movement within our squad. We've never even mentioned it, to be fair. Somebody reminded me, and it was in the back of my mind, which somebody stirred up. But no, what last year was last year. We're here. We're building on what we've done already this pre-season and this off-season and into rounds 1 and 2. So we just want to keep building. We know if we do a lot of little things, we're persistent in doing these and consistent with doing it, we know that we give ourselves a chance.
I know last week, so we'll come back a couple of players. Kev Brown. This week, will there be anyone else like to come back into contention?
Oh, we've had a few more come back to squad. Dave Fayumu, Keith Mason's come back to squad as well. So we know we've got some selection problems, but the people that were in the team are doing well for us. They've done well over 1 and 2 rounds so far, so it's the challenges for them people that are in there to keep doing what they're doing, and if they know that there's quality people waiting for maybe 1 or 2 people not to have quite the game that they should have, and that's the thing then is you don't know how long they'll be in for or out for, because it's all performance dependent.
I mean, how much loyalty you've got to show, especially to some of the younger lads that have came in for the first couple of games and really taken the shirt so far.
The thing about our squad at the minute, mate, is everybody understands that nobody's entitled to and owns a shirt. The fact is that everybody understands that they have to work hard, and they know that they have to be ethical in everything they do and work hard and do the right thing. And it's a case then if you don't do it, then we know that there's, like I said, there's quality people waiting in the background to actually come and take the shirt. And if they keep doing the job well, then you may be a while before you get back in, that's life, unfortunately.
And Warrington, then, what do you make to the start of the season they've had?
Oh, I think they've done well. They've had a real, especially with the preparation they had in Australia, which everybody's slightly jealous about. They came back, played against a real good Hull team, they looked well coached and well drilled, and got a draw under probably difficult circumstances for them. Round 2 they looked a little bit more fluent, and they got some people back, and it's more like the Warrington that we expect to play. And that round 2 is the team that we expect to play this week, and we expect them to be very, very physical. And with you look at the international front row, all the giants in the back line, they're all good players at the end of the day, and they know how to play the game, and they play to their best of their abilities. And
one of your big men, El Crabtree's his 300th game this weekend against Warrington. Just sum up what he's achieved so far in his career.
He's achieved 300 games. He's been really important to our group and to the club as a whole. Everything you see they've got the big fella all over it, hasn't it? So whether it's the stationery to selling your season tickets, it's got his face is on it, and he's synonymous with the club. So real pleased for him, and hopefully he's got a few more 100 games in him as well, because he's playing very, very well and he's in real good physical shape.